Okay, so how did we go from this to this? Let me tell you a story. So on January 18th, 2017, it's been 4 years, I went into my favorite Thai restaurant. I was a regular there. I ate all the time. I love the food. I still love the food. And for the first time, I saw this guy just standing, and I was like, wow, he's really cute. Who is that guy? But put it out of my mind. I was in the middle of a divorce and didn't really need that at the moment. I had a lot of things to focus on with myself and with my daughter, so it was just not something I felt like I needed to pursue. However, the more I went in, the more I realized that I really liked this guy. We had good conversations, he had a great smile, and he was really good at giving me food. I like when people give me food. So one day I thought, how can I spend more time with this guy outside of work? Well, I asked him if he wanted to learn English. It was the one thing I could think of. So I went on Amazon and I bought a ton of English workbooks, and I brought them in one day and I was like, how would you like to learn English a little bit better? Because he had mentioned that he wanted to improve his English. And he said, that'd be great. So we started spending more time together. I feel like we always had the English workbooks with us, but we never actually went through them. We just sat and talked. I don't know how much he understood. I explained a lot about my physical illness. I have ulcerative colitis, as well as my mental illness. I have OCD, some anxiety, and I'm struggling with depression as well. He knew about my divorce situation. He knew about Dorothy. He knew about the physical and the mental, and he still wanted to hang out with me. So I thought, wow, this is really cool. I never thought that I'd meet someone that would be interested in me with all of that stuff. Well, it got to like this weird point where I had no idea what we were. And I'm gonna fast forward to August of 2017 because it was our birthdays. His is on August 4th, mine is August 12th. And I asked him if he wanted to hang out together, and he said yes. So from around like March, when we went like on our first date, until August, I was confused. I had no idea what we were. As soon as we got home from the date, I asked him, what are we? And he said, I don't know. Let me think about it. It ended up where Hurricane Irma hit Florida on September 11th, 2017. And I remember we texted like all night long because he was in Orlando and I was home alone with Dorothy, and I was scared shitless. So I made plans to go pick him up from Orlando because he had no ride. So I drove over to Orlando, but there was no power anywhere. We had no power here, we had no power there, and we ended up staying in Orlando. And that night he asked me how I felt about having more kids, about marriage and things like that, which we'd kind of discussed before, but it was never super serious. And I told him I wouldn't mind getting married again and that I'd love to have more children. And I guess that solidified his decision, because after that point, he started picking me up for dates. He started texting me more. He started calling more. He wanted to hang out with Dorothy. He wanted to meet my parents. Then in October, we got pregnant, and that was a surprise. I was not expecting it, but he was so excited. So we went through my second pregnancy, his first, and we had our amazing little boy who is awesome. Dorothy loves her brother, and immediately after he was born asked me, when was I gonna give her a sister? From that time until now, we have gone through so many mental health struggles where I was struggling to be able to even take care of myself after having Forrest. We had his parents move over here. They took care of Forrest. My daughter stayed with my parents, and we just focused on getting me better so I could take care of the kids. And it wasn't until 2020, which I didn't ever think that would be a good year with everything that went on, but it ended up being the best for me mentally because I was a stay-at-home mom. And now I'm here, and we have our third surprise, which I guess I surprised Pop with Dorothy. We'll consider that his first surprise. Forrest was our second surprise, and this one happened during quarantine. We had our anniversary on May 28th, and that is the day that I know I conceived. So We have a quarantine anniversary baby on the way, and she will be here in a couple of weeks. Hopefully she holds out that long. But yeah, that's pretty much our story. We met and just hung out as friends, and I enjoyed just talking to him and having someone who listened and who actually was interested in listening to everything that I had going on in my life. And now he listens to me every day, and I couldn't be happier. He literally makes me feel like the most important person in the world, and I can't believe I got so lucky. If you have any more questions on how we met, or you want to know any of the in-betweens, feel free to ask in the comments, or you can DM me or email me, whatever. I am always interested in answering. And if you want to hear me try and say all this in Thai, hold on for the next section of the video because I'll be speaking Thai. If you're done with the English, thank you guys for watching. And if you're interested in the Thai, I'll see you guys in a minute.